Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is G and this is Mulan, who is my VPI Sunglow Boa Constrictor, who is also head for Jungle. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about animal cribs. And so I've always wanted to react and make videos in regard to the series on Animal Planet, but I just haven't had time to do it. And now I'm, ooh, wow, okay. So I didn't have time to do it, and I'm finally now getting around to doing it. I know I'm the worst at YouTube videos, but I'm trying to make a schedule. I'm trying to get things back in order. I just have so much going on, but I am super excited to go ahead and make this video. Just as a little background, what Animal Planet Animal Cribs is about is someone coming in, I believe his name is Antonio, I'll put his name on the screen if I'm wrong, and coming in with a crew and basically redoing animal enclosures and animal habitats, people's pets. So I won't be reacting to any of the stuff in regards to him like redoing mammal enclosures and things like that, but I will be reacting to him redoing and going over reptile enclosures. So I'm super excited to do that. There are a lot of things for Animal Planet that did go wrong here, and there are a lot of things that do go right on this show. So I do want to go ahead and just kind of go over, talk about some things, talk about care, talk about what the enclosures look like, talk about setups, so many things. I'm so excited to go ahead and do this. In this video though, this will be a video where I will not be holding a reptile the entire time because it'll be super difficult to hold this, watch a video, have a headset on, and it's too much going on. But there will be plenty of reptiles in the video from reacting to the video, which I will put somewhere on the screen, and we can go ahead and watch it together. Just a little bit of background on the host. He is a designer. He did win a TV show, but he was raised around the animals. From what I gathered from research, it was primarily farm animals. Also, going into a little bit about that, I did find out that he was in, I believe it was Pet Companion magazine. So he isn't like negligent of animals or their care, but when it comes to reptiles, I feel like they should have had someone that was a little bit more experienced. His designs are really good. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. He designs beautifully. But you'll see what I'm talking about when I get into the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Mulan back in her enclosure, and then we are gonna go ahead and watch this together. Okay, and just ahead of time, excuse this ugly, shitty headset. It's the only one that works with my laptop right now. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. I can't use my desktop computer for this just yet. There's a couple things I need to do before I can use my desktop. What the fuck? So maybe she was acting a fool. So in the future, I will be on my desktop computer with my gaming headset, but for right now, I'm just going to be using this one because it's the only one that works with my laptop. So let's go ahead and watch the video together and let's see what they did well, what they did bad, and talk about some of the things going on with the reptiles in their situation. I did pick this video in particular because I remember seeing clips of it before, and what I saw was not good. So hopefully the whole video will make a little bit more sense.
So usually boas and pythons really don't chill together, but Ricky's had these guys for so long. They're rescues. They're cool together. We have a big enough enclosure for them. Ricky's responsible with that. He's definitely socialized them, and they're chilling and they're cool.
I think they already like their new habitat.
Yeah, okay, no, they're gonna be loving it. I mean,
okay. So I want to go ahead and say this and make this a point because this puts out kind of the wrong expectations here. So I'm gonna clarify this real quickly. It doesn't matter how they grew up. It doesn't matter whether they're rescues. It doesn't matter how responsible someone is. You do not put boas and pythons in the same enclosure together. A couple reasons for this, and I'll go over this as well. But these are solitary animals. These are solitary reptiles. These are not a cohabitable species with each other, except for in the cases of breeding. So you definitely do not want to put them in the enclosure with the opposite, like other species. So boas and pythons, boas and ball pythons, boas and a carpet python, a king snake, and I don't know, a Chinese beauty snake. Don't mix these animals and these species together. They do not like each other. They do not care about each other. They're not going over, like, they're not having a good time together. So no, this is not responsible. This has nothing to do with responsibility. Responsibility is separating them and having them in their own enclosures. That's called being responsible. Um, and this is one of the many things I was talking about. So I know Animal Planet probably has someone working with him to make these informed decisions, but this is not a thing to do. All that's going to do is cause stress. I have pulled two ball pythons apart from trying to eat each other, so this is a thing that happens.
With the main enclosure complete.
How's the temp in there?
Oh, it's nice. I want to make one last
So
adjustment.
this enclosure actually looks really good.
So I'm going to get these in here. This will help distribute the water a little bit. Do I go turn the waterfall on?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Oh,
try it
I'm
out.
excited.
Turn on the waterfall.
Ah, okay, I can pause so quickly. I would love to have an enclosure like this though. Despite what I said in the beginning, this enclosure that they're gonna make is beautiful with some things being off, and I'll talk about that later when I do see them. But I don't need this. But no, this enclosure is super beautiful. The rocks are beautiful. The foliage, yeah, it could be more, but it's still beautiful. Like, it doesn't need to be like a perfect situation. Super amazing, dope waterfall, and they'll show you more about the waterfall and then the pond that's kind of in there. It's so dope. I would love to have an enclosure like this. I don't have the space for it, but I want to give them their credit because they did do a lot of stuff good in here. They just also did a lot of stuff really bad. But let's go ahead and continue.
There you go. All right, I gotta get out of here. I can't swim.
Oh yeah, see, I would. I know I just paused it, but I would totally be in here with like my false water cobra and be in that puddle and just swim. Oh god, I would love this. This is like amazing.
It's time to show off the snake sanctuary. I hope you're ready. This is gonna be a good one. Look, you're feeling a little cold.
That is a big Burmese python.
Oh, hey. Ricky's wanted to chill with these
Are y'all
snakes
see how
and be in a
big that
room with
Burmese
them in their
python
own
is as well?
environment his
That
whole
bitch is
life.
big. But it's super beautiful.
So to give him
I
this
love
room
that.
is awesome, and it's an honor for us and the crew to do it. You okay or what?
Oh, I can't. I've got butterflies.
Do you?
It's just so.
3, 2, do it. 1. Open your eyes.
Oh my God!
What the heck?
This rock, everything is so
That is
dope.
amazing. Whoa! I think I'm gonna faint.
This isn't the same room. This isn't the same room.
No, man, we went somewhere.
Oh my God.
Oh, that room was busted before. This looks so good. Okay, wait, I need to, I passed it, but maybe I can go back. The only issue I have with the design is the floor. The floor looks like it's mostly for them. And I don't know what this floor is made out of because this clip only has so much information in it for me to look at. But that flooring, when the snakes are on that flooring, it doesn't look like it would be a surface they can grip on. It's mostly like when you put like ball pythons and, you know, snakes on like smooth surfaces. So I can't imagine that it's going to be comfortable. I think the floor should also have been grass. It would have been good for people to walk on and also good for the snakes to slither on. But they should put a barrier between the sink that they have. I think that's a sink or the counter and the actual enclosure. Because if you're trying to do work and stuff, having snakes in there, I can just see how that can go wrong. I would say like the wall back is really good, but the wall like towards the sink, or like the flooring towards the sink, is probably not ideal for a snake enclosure. But again, nitpicking, that's like little things that you can just change over time, getting some grass, getting some dirt, maybe putting up a barrier. But that's kind of it as far as like the setup goes. I think is like not that great. There's another reason why this is not a good situation, and you will see that in a moment.
This is their natural environment. You see this, guys?
Oh, so they do have substrate. It looks like they have substrate in some other places that we can't see. So okay,
They
that's
took the
yeah, like in
entire
the back
room
there.
and made
Okay.
it a huge, beautiful
So they have both.
terrarium.
They have
There's
substrate
a lot
and
of little
grass.
touches in here. This rock is divided into different areas. It's all radiant heat. You got a heat lamp for a little bit hotter soak on the tree or in that corner. Pull out the heat gun, check out the temperature of the floor.
Wow.
We got a little tunnel back there if the snakes want to
Yeah,
come
and
down.
so
we got
they
all
have
the
the
coconut
coconut.
husk in
Okay,
there.
so yeah,
We took
yeah,
photos
that's
of the
good.
backyard.
The backyard, I didn't even...
Your favorite plants, right?
The elephant ears, yeah.
That's cute that they have their own
Epoxy
backyard in
floor.
there
The
as well.
snakes can come down here if they want to cool. Not only does the epoxy floor have a cool water vibe, but it's a safe floor surface for the snakes to crawl
Okay, so
around
it's
on, and
epoxy
it's
floor.
easy
I
to
don't-
clean.
I don't know much about epoxy flooring, but it looks smooth from how you dragged it over, so my opinion still stands, but I'll probably do some research after this to figure out like what epoxy flooring, like, is it smooth? Does it have traction? I probably won't find that information, but nah, I think grass would have been better overall if you're creating a natural environment. But again, that's nitpicking. The main issue here is the cohabitation.
I don't need to see anything else. This is it.
And check out this waterfall room.
That waterfall,
Soaking in the
though.
bathtub. You guys got a bathtub back. Before, Jahi would hang out in Ricky's bathtub for
What
days
the
at a
fuck?
time.
Hold
Now-
on. That motherfucker was in the bathtub for days at a time for what? I guess humidity? No, okay, so they said that these were rescues in the beginning. If you're rescuing an animal and you don't have the means to take care of them without going on a TV show to get this type of setup, I mean, not even this type of setup, they don't even need this. Like, this is excessive. Like, it's really good if you can do it, but not necessary. No. Don't rescue an animal and not have anywhere to put them. That's just as irresponsible. And he called them responsible.
All the snakes will be able to soak whenever they need to.
And Ricky doesn't have to share his tub anymore.
No more in the pond, it's cold. No more carrying up the stairs all the time. Wow.
We got the circulating waterfall, an overflow
I
in the
love
back.
the
You see
back.
that window
Oh,
back
I
there? There's a
want
whole
that
control
so
room
bad.
now. So you got all your easy
I need
clean
something
out.
for my camera.
Jai comes out, or any of the snakes come out. You got a nice rough surface, so it's easy for them to shed.
They have their sunlight, they have their water, they have their humidity, they have everything. This is my dream. This is my dream come true.
Everybody's got their privacy.
I love
What about you
this.
guys?
No, they still have to bunk together.
Well, let me.
Where's my
Wow,
mouse?
look at that.
Okay, so make note of how big that fucking Burmese python is, and then also we're gonna be making note of how small the other animals are. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Look how beautiful,
Why is
huh?
this Windows update here?
There's you going hiding and going into hide mode.
Want to get the rest?
Yeah. All right. Since these guys are arboreous.
Wait, what?
There we
Wait.
go.
3 hours later.
Okay, I am so sorry. Again, this was. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm laughing at. I'll explain it. So I'm laughing at the fact that you called them arboreous. They are arboreal, and boa constrictors are not an arboreal species of snake. To be considered arboreal of any caliber or aquatic of any caliber, that reptile needs to solely or primarily live in those environments. So in this situation with the boa constrictor, as they're younger, they do spend a lot of time in the trees. That happens with a lot of constrictors that do get either medium-sized or large. So looking at reticulated pythons, when they're younger, they spend a lot more time in the trees and climbing in their natural environment versus when they are full-grown. So does that make them arboreal? No. What it does make these animals semi-arboreal. That means that they somewhat or sometimes do go into the trees, do climb, can climb, but they do not live there, like emerald tree boas, green tree pythons, and so forth. But this also brings me back to rescuing animals. This could have just been a mispronunciation. I thought it was funny. He probably, realistically, I don't know, probably does know that it's arboreal and not arboreous, but I just thought that was hilarious that he pronounced it that way. But this boa constrictor is definitely meal-sized for a Burmese python. No, Burmese pythons are not naturally known to eat snakes, neither are boa constrictors and so forth. But under the right stress conditions, this does happen. Again, I have pulled a ball python out of another ball python's mouth, its throat, and it did not survive. Which is why you should not be cohabbing reptiles that do not like to be cohab. This is not... That Burmese python could probably lay across this whole thing. It's not big enough. And you shouldn't do it anyway, even if it was big enough.
We put the snakes in there and they became acclimated to the whole room.
So it looks like they
started
have two
roaming
buckets
around
of
like a
this,
kid in a new
a really
room
big
full of
Burmese
toys.
python.
Look at this. You see this stuff? Climbing on the trees,
That's
in the
4
water.
snakes and
like
what is
a
that,
elder.
albino Burmese python?
You see how
They
they're
have
flicking
4
their
snakes
tongue
in this
often?
one
They're
enclosure.
really checking it out. They can act
That is
like
a
they
whole
normally
hell
would
no.
in
Like
the
2
wild.
is bad
All
enough.
the snakes are doing what they do naturally.
2 is bad enough to be in the situation, but 4 snakes, 4 large, medium to large size snakes in one enclosure, in which this is obviously not big enough to do that with, but you shouldn't do it even if it was big enough. This sets the wrong expectations for reptile keepers or people that are getting into reptiles who may be watching this show and going, oh, if I have a big enough enclosure, I can just put a whole bunch of them in one enclosure. No, you can't and don't. So animal planners should know better than to put this out there. That they really should.
John, this is going in. Wow, she looks awesome in there. Check her out.
Oh my God.
I love this though.
Look at that.
I would love
Seeing
to be
them
in
the
this
space,
waterfall.
For me, is the most awesome thing,
awesome.
you know what I mean? But it's also awesome what you do as a firefighter.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
You know, helping the community, helping people your whole life. For me, it's a big one to help you out, help you guys out, and give you the space.
So all I can say is this is a special one.
I gotta go, man.
That's not good enough. I gotta hug you.
Okay, so this
I
just
love it.
ends. So
Enjoy
I'm
your
just
new
gonna
room.
stop that there. I do want to go ahead and say beautiful family, single father from what it looks like, I think. Amazing, a beautiful experience. I am so happy that they are in the reptile community. I'm glad that they do care about reptiles, maybe taking them in, rescuing them, whatever the case may be. But the situation, unfortunately, does not paint it in the best light. And then also the miseducation that these animals should be out here. If they are taking care of or rescuing animals or trying their best to get into that environment, they should be telling them, hey, this isn't the best situation. Maybe they had no other options. And it's not always your place to step in and correct anyone for that matter. But this is unfortunate. Beautiful enclosure, beautiful space. But unfortunately executed very wrong with the cohabitation. I would like to see more of these and maybe there's better experiences. But unfortunately, this is my first experience to animal cribs and it wasn't a very good one. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up and hopefully they'll do better in the future. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you like this. Hopefully you want me to do more things like this because I definitely enjoyed doing it. Of course, if you did like the video, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also keep up with me on Instagram as well at Reptile Trainer G, and I will see you all in the next one.